Ag- Again,
Stupid is forever.
indeed. All right, buddy. Well, we're up on a break here. Say again?
Nothing. You go ahead.
We're up on a break here. So, we haven't put out the website yet for our musician in-house.
No, we have not. That would be www.rickiefox.com. That's RickieFox.com. If you enjoy any of the music that you've heard here tonight on the Conservative Blues Show, you can own your own very personalized copy of that for $1 thin buck.
All right. Hey, and Rickie's been really generous with us. A lot of our music that you hear here, even not on the tracks that we play, but our background music, our intro music, a lot of that's come from Rickie. So he's really given a lot of himself, and we appreciate that. Again, that's rickiefox.com, RickieFox.com. Go out there and take some of these songs home for your very own. And, hey, here he comes now with I Get Blamed for Everything I Do. And we'll be right back. Don't go away.
always loved watching the kids play basketball. I still do, even though things have changed. It's funny, they can't find jobs to get their careers started. And I can't afford to retire. And now we're all living together again. I supported President Obama because he spoke so beautifully. He promised change, but things changed for the worse. Obama started spending like our credit cards have no limit. His healthcare law made health insurance even more expensive. We've had stimulus and bailouts. Obama added almost $16,000 in debt for every American. How will my kids pay that off when they can't even find jobs? Now Obama wants more spending and taxes. That won't fix things. I had so many hopes. Cutting taxes and debt and creating jobs. That's the change we need. Tell President Obama to cut the job-killing debt and support the New Majority Agenda at newmajorityagenda.org.
Is the economy getting you down? Are you looking for something to keep the kids occupied while you wait in that long unemployment line? Then do we have the product for you? Wacko Toys, makers of the Alvin Green for Senator action figure, are proud to present their newest innovation, the Lindsey Graham Boomerang, sure to lighten even the most persistent loafers.
Hey kids, look what's new from Wacko Toys.
Oh, geez. What now?
Hey, it's got pretty flowers on it.
That's right. And with just a flick of a rather limp wrist, you can send your Lindsey Graham Boomerang on its dizzying 6-year journey of principled compromise. Plus, if you order in the next 22 and a half seconds, we'll even include our exclusive reverse polarized liberal looking glasses, so you can track your Lindsey Graham Boomerang's progress through the left side of the aisle, jumping on the bandwagon of popular decisions like amnesty for illegal aliens, excessive federal spending, cap and trade, and confirmation of progressive activist judges. But don't worry, kids. Every 6 years, your Lindsey Graham Boomerang will come flaming back to the right, so you'll know it's really on your side.
Come on kids, let's give it a try.
Wait a minute. It won't be back for 6 years?
Mommy, Daddy's doing it again.
It's the Lindsey Graham Boomerang, scheduled to return to the right sometime before November 2014, only from Wacko Toys. Wacko Toys product number LGBT11910, not available in the states of clarity and rationality. Thousands of restrictions and federal regulations will apply. Patent pending EPA environmental impact disclosures.
All right, and welcome back to the Conservative Blues Show here on Conservative Broadcast Media with your hosts, Kerry, Shelton, and Mr. Rick Webb right over there.
Yeah, right over here.
Hey, buddy. All right.
Hey, man.
So we're hitting on the home stretch here on our very first broadcast on Spreaker.com. Kind of wanted to hit this last topic here and kind of save the best for last, I think, and that is the recent drop in the unemployment. All of a sudden, our job numbers go from, 8.1% to 7.8%. And a lot of people are calling bullshit.
Yeah, I'm calling bullshit on it, too, because that's exactly what it is.
Well, the whole storm started, I believe, with the former CEO of GE, Jack Welch. Yeah, Jack Welch. Yeah, that's right. I'm going off of memory here. Jack Welch, the former GE CEO, and he basically tweeted, "Hey." So the numbers, I don't have the exact tweet in front of me, but he raised a question over the numbers, like, something about Chicago-style politics will it not stop at anything? Well, let's look at some numbers here, boys. Now, we had 600,000 government jobs added in the last 2 months. We had 873,000 jobs by a household survey, which is an estimate that came from 50,000 phone calls. Of those, 600,000 were temporary workers. Now, as Mr. Welch said, these are based on a bunch of assumptions, a lot of assumptions. And he says that it just seems somewhat coincidental that the month before the election, the numbers go 1/10 of a point below where the president started. And he says, and the man is former CEO of GE, that he says he doesn't see anything in the economy that says these surges are true. What about it, Rick? I mean, how do you, well, doing the math, it just doesn't add up. Huh?
Now, I heard something to the effect that if you take all of those surveys, the call-ins and the calls and the whatever, however they came across this number, and you added it up with the jobs that were said to have been gained in those households, we would have an average of 10 to 12 people per household working in brand new jobs.
Well, that might be true in an illegal alien household.
Yeah, but, okay. So, I guess you could count since they all have 2 or 3 different names. Well, as Alejandro, I work at this job. But as Raul, I work over here, and on 3 days a week, as Julio, I work over here. So I've had 3 new jobs, and my 4th name is the one I use to collect my food stamps.
Yeah. Well, Congressman Alan West of Florida recently went on CNBC to, he's saying the same thing. These are bogus, man. This is not. This isn't real numbers. This isn't. There's no way this is true. And I have that clip for you here, just a quick one, only about 3 minutes. So let's listen to Congressman Alan West, one of my personal favorites, as he takes on CNBC.
Agrees with Mr. Welch. Welcome, Congressman West. Good to see you.
Thank you very much, Tyler and Sue. How are you all?
Why do you believe what Mr. Welch says and not what the Secretary of Labor says?
Well, it's not about believing what Mr. Welch says. It's about studying the numbers and understanding that I continue to see these inconsistencies. We continue to see revisions of numbers upwards and downwards. And when I look at these numbers and I compare it to the workforce participation rate, which still remains at a 30-year low, when I look at these numbers of the 7.8% and you compare it to the U6 computation, which takes into account the unemployed, underemployed, and discouraged workers, that U6 computation number did not move. It stayed at 14.7%.
But you are alleging not that the data are inconsistent. You are alleging specifically that the president is engaging in a cover-up of the data. You are saying that the administration is actively manipulating that data, correct?
Well, absolutely. Look at what happened with our GDP numbers. 4-quarter GDP numbers last year were 3%. Then they
Do you have any basis on which you say that? Do you have any basis on which you say that? Any source, anyone has come to you and said this is the case? I mean, do you realize how difficult it is? Would it be for someone in theory to pull off that kind of conspiracy, given the number of people in the Labor Department, given the number of surveyors who are out there, one of whom would probably say, hey, wait a minute, that's not the right number?
Well, if you would stop yelling in my ear and allow me to answer your questions, maybe we could get to the bottom of this. When I look